Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me out there? Pop and put a one in the comments if you can hear me. Making sure my mic is turned up and everything. Okay, I see it now. That's okay. But yeah, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as Couch Scout Extraordinaire and Pastor Trenches. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button to subscribe to the channel and share this with your family and friends. Let me drop the link real quick. Uh, Matter of fact, is right here. How y'all feeling this morning? What is the weather like on the East Coast? Somebody tell me what the weather's like in the city that they're in. Yeah. Poppin', what's going on? What's going on? I know you probably at work right now. What it's like out there? Yeah, let me post it in the chat real quick in case nobody wants to get off the screen. So it is posted in the chat. Subscribe. I've been gradually get my subscriber count up. I appreciate that. I think right now I'm at like 37, 38 subscribers. I think that's pretty decent right now for first 4 days or going into day 4, which is today. So do me a favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you love the content so far. Just show love and just turn that post notification bell on. Okay, so you know when I'm going live each and every day, just in case you forget. So yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. All right. So as usual, we're always building real football conversation over here. We don't do no fake hot takes or no media spin, just facts, context, film when available, and then we debate the questions. So you know, I'm gonna put some other links in the comments that you can check on. That will give you where you can follow me on all 3 social medias platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and also would take you to my Patreon page. I would greatly appreciate if you guys would check that out. That's something that I've been working on, trying to establish. That I think that's going to be something that's like dear and near to my heart because that's where a lot of the deeper football conversations is geared towards being on Patreon. So as always, we're gonna dive into all 22. When we talk about Panthers film, okay. So I have access with that, and I know some other people have the NFL Premium package as well, but also have access to college games. So, we're gonna look at prospects, stuff like that, player evaluations, things of that nature. So not just ain't no highlights. It's not going to be any highlights. It's going to be straight game film. So whoever your favorite team is, or whoever your favorite player is, or if it's somebody that you may be high on and thinking about whether or not the Panthers should draft that player or should be on their radar for next year, hey, we'll look at the tape and let the tape tell the truth, and then we can make a decision based off of that. All right. Excuse me. All right. So let me drop the link in the chat as well in case anybody want to come up on the panel. I'm gonna drop that link real quick. Uh, yeah, dropping the link so you can hit that link and come up on the panel. There's also a pinned comment in the comments. I'll you know would love for you guys to read the comment, answer it, and then drop how you feel about it in the comments, and we can definitely have a conversation over there as well. So let me just go ahead and get into it, and I'll wait for some people to hit the panel. But we're gonna start with the facts, and on for today, the Panthers are not coming into 2026 from the same place they were a year earlier. At the end of 2025 season, Carolina had made a real defensive jump. We all know that they went from like 31, 32 in the league in 2024 in total defense. Last year we were 16th. Okay. And to me, that is a significant jump. That's not like incremental or, we just jumped a little bit. We went from the bottom of the barrel to the middle of the competition, as I would say. So that was a significant jump. There are also some things that we still need to get better at, and we'll discuss that, as we get further into the show. But yeah, Carolina made the playoffs, competed in the wild card round, and showed they were good enough to be in the conversation. But the next question is bigger than improvement. So the real question is Carolina defense ready to be trusted in 2026? Trusted, that's a big word, that trust factor. Or does this group still have to prove it can finish against better teams? Now that one, you can always look at it, from either side. I think we did make improvements or show that we were capable of going toe to toe with some of the top teams in the league. When we talk about the Cowboys, when we talk about the Packers, when we talk about the Rams, the first time we played them, those were games. Teams probably wrote us. People probably wrote us off. The year before 2023 or 2024, but I don't think that's going to be the case this coming year. We won the NFC South, so we got that first place schedule. So all the games are tough, but that's to be expected. And my thing is, I don't really put too much stock in that the record, the schedule predictions, because all 32 teams can win on any given Sunday. All right, all 32 teams can win on any given Sunday. So it would show on Sunday what your preparation was, what it was like leading up to that Sunday. Did you watch enough film? Did you game plan? Did you have a plan for making adjustments? Does your game plan calls for you to be real aggressive from the gate? What your first 10 or 15 plays going to look like. Are you really trying to set up the defense, or are you just trying to get along? I mean, go along just to get along. So there's a lot of things that lead up to and um that leads up to Sunday that helps determine. It's not the main determination, but definitely helps determine what your team is going to look like at kickoff. All right. So let me read some of these comments real quick as we still wait for some people to hit the panel, man. Hit the panel. Uh 028 Tyrone said good morning. Good morning, Tyrone. Appreciate you showing up this morning to the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. Greatly appreciate it, man. If you haven't, hit that like and subscribe button for me and turn on the post notification bells. I know this is a new channel and everything, but anything helps with the algorithm. So, if you're in here, hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Poppin. Poppin said hit the like button. Yeah, Poppin. Hit the like button. Hit the panel too, Poppin, if you can. Let's see. Tyrone. Yeah. I think you sent an emoji. I can't read that emoji. But everybody hit the one, said they could hear me. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Tyrone says scorching hot where he's at. Hey, I feel you. I don't even want to talk about scorching hot. Where I'm at, there's two types of season. It's hot and hell. And right now we're in the middle of hell season. So typically, typically between uh towards the end of May, I guess you could say the middle of the May is like it warms up and gets you prepared. But like between June and the first of September, the first half of September, yeah, it's hot as hell over here. It's hot as hell. And right now it's 102 degrees outside. Yeah. So yeah, I feel y'all. I feel y'all. Tyrone says 93. Yeah. Probably a lot of humidity too where you at, Tyrone, huh? Probably a lot of humidity. Tyrone said hot and sunny. Yes, sir. I get it. Reality B said good morning. Good morning to you, my guy. Good morning to you, my guy. Hey, appreciate you showing up. I think you've been here every day since I started Monday. So like, hey, appreciate your support. Hey, hit that like button for me. Yeah, subscribe. I think you already subscribed, but yeah, hit that like button for me. Since you are in here today, just make sure y'all guys hit that like button. Let's see, Quante. Quante say good morning, Tony. Good morning, Quante. Appreciate you showing up. Hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Gerald Sticks, what's going on, my guy? Gerald Sticks said this year defense still need to show continued improvement. We really need to see a jump from some of our development middle linebackers. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You said a key word right there, Gerald Sticks. You said a key word right there, development. Development. Now I know we talked about offense yesterday, and I kind of hit on the defense a little bit early part of the week, but like I said before, and I'm gonna stand on it until I'm shown otherwise. That the linebacker room is not what people try to make it out to be. Outside Devin Lloyd, hey, there's a lot of suspect. There's a lot of suspect at that position outside of Devin Lloyd. We hope and pray that Trevon Wallace can come back healthy and make it through a whole season. But it didn't really look good that he was already in the red jersey during OTAs. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You already in the red jersey? Yeah. So then Claude Shirellis was in the red jersey during OTAs. So whatever nicks that they had, I hope that they get it worked out and they're ready by training camp so they can get that good conditioning in, that good contact before the season starts. So Earl Locklear said, "What's good, Tony? What's good, Earl? Hey, appreciate you showing up, man. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed." Uh Tyrone said, "Yes, sir." Poppin said it's hot like Bryce's. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that as a misprint. You meant to say Excel. I know that's what you meant to say. You was thinking of Bryce. So that's you type Bryce, but I know in your heart of hearts you really and truly meant Excel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. So Charlie the Gamer, hey, what's going on, Charlie the Gamer? Hey, I appreciate you popping up, man. I was wondering when I was going to see you. Hey, you can hit the panel too as well, man. I don't know. I don't know if you can still see the link. I'll post it again for anybody that can't get to it or don't see it. Ain't like I got 100 people in the chats, so it should still be there. But I'll put it out there again. But yeah, top of the morning to you, my guy. Rock Jones, what's up, Rock Jones, my cousin? Keep pounding, Tone. Hey, I know that's right, my guy. Keep pounding, Rock. Glad to see you. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I greatly appreciate that as well. So this is the morning kickoff is streaming to CJ channel as well as my channel. His is the Carolina Armchair GM CJ, and mine is Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. So hit subscribe to both channels. Hit the like button on both channels. We'll greatly appreciate that. All right. Earl said, "What's good, Tony? What's good, Earl?" Hey man, just another day, not enough dollars. You know, woke up grateful to always be on this side of the dirt. You know, so it's always gonna be a beautiful day for me. Always gonna be a beautiful day for me. Uh let's see. It said I had an error. What was the error? Okay. All right. Let me repost that link because some reason it didn't go through on YouTube. So let me repost it again. Y'all tell me, could y'all see that link? Did it pop up in the chat? I just sent it. Okay, there you go. There you go. So there's a link if anybody want to hit the link and come up on the panel. Um, Today's topic is about the defense. We're going to talk about Devin Lloyd and Jason Phillips, as me and CJ lovingly gave him that name based off a mistake I made when I called him Jason Phillips instead of Jaelan Phillips. So yeah, his name officially in my eyes is Jaelan Jason Phillips, JJ. Yeah, JJ Phillips. All right. Let's see. Charlie said, "Not in this chat anyway, Tony." Well, I just reposted it, so I see it in the chat, and I see it in YouTube as well. So it's in there right now, Charlie. So if you want to hit the panel, man, and come on up, and we can really get into the topics. Y'all know I ain't in, I listen. I ain't the most comfortable person having a conversation by myself. I don't know where they do that at. I don't. Hey, the ones that do it, kudos to them, man. I ain't built like that. When I talk about sports, I like to have a conversation with somebody, like you in the barbershop at the cookout, or walking down the street, or wherever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit and have a conversation about sports by yourself. That's like talking to yourself. Now people gonna be looking at you like you're crazy. See, I can't have that. I cannot have that. Yeah. So, yeah, somebody hit the panel. CJ, I know CJ probably out there somewhere on his way to work, just getting to work. Hit the panel, cuz. Yeah. Y'all tell me what do y'all think? I just throw this question out here. Um, can you be competitive with a middle of the league defense? Can you be competitive with a middle of the league defense? I think that's a good question. Because right now, at the end of 2025, we was ranked 16th in the league. So that's right smack dab in the middle. But can you be competitive? Can you win playoffs? Can you advance deeper into the playoffs and possibly get to the Super Bowl? All right. All right, Charlie. Charlie done popped up on me. Let me add Charlie to the stage. Let's see. Charlie, top of the morning to you, my guy. What's going on?
Good morning, Tony. Yo, how it sound to you right now, man?
Yeah, you sound good. I can hear myself in your car, so I don't know. Maybe it's like a
Shit.
reverb or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about now?
1 2 1 2. No, you good. You good now.
Okay. Okay, that should be
Yes,
solid. That
sir.
should be solid. All
What's
right, we're
going
real
on,
good,
man?
man. And hey, nothing much, dude. Nothing much. Just got up about a little over an hour ago. Headed to work right now. I figured
Yes,
I'd hop in
sir.
on you and talk about this defense because I
Okay.
watched a big part of that 30-minute defensive highlight that the NFL posted up on us,
Yeah.
and I'm just reminded that our defense, I don't think our effort on defense has ever been the problem, but I really do feel like at least in the last 4 or 5 years, it's just been personnel, man. And I think that Evero, I think he has the right, I guess the right set of people that complement each other in just the right way to make magical things happen on defense, and that's
Okay.
turnovers and strip sacks. So I'm hoping that we should see a lot more of that from the rip of the season. I can't wait.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna get into topic one. All right, real quick, and where is that? Yeah. So the first question is first topic is the 2025 improvement was real, but was it enough? So let me give you the facts. Carolina's defense made a major jump in 2025. The Panthers were no longer having the same conversation about whether the defense was completely broken. The unit improved enough to help Carolina reach the playoffs and change the expectations going into 2026. But in my opinion, that improvement does not automatically mean the defense is finished being built. So let me put it in a proper context. That tells us two things at the same time. First, the defense was clearly better. I agree with that. You do not climb from being a major weakness to being competitive without coaching, personnel,
Hmm.
communication, and effort improving. And all that is true. But second, better is not the same thing as trusted. So I think we got a long. I still think we got a ways to go before. Well, I know I do before I say I trust them. But if Carolina wants to move from the playoff team to serious contender, the defense cannot just be improved. It has to become dependable. There is the
Yeah.
difference between better and trusted. So the debate question to you, Charlie, is: given the Panthers' defensive jump in 2025, should fans trust their defense heading into 2026, or does Carolina still have to prove it and become more than a middle of the pack unit?
Well, they definitely got to become more of a middle of the pack unit. It's it's just a good thing. It's a great step in the right direction though to see your defense go from missing a major piece due to injury um, to having just a. It's really just common sense. It's not a genius move to say, okay, we need to shore up this line, whether it's in free agency or the draft. Picking up Lee Hunter, picking up a defensive
Right.
tackle was key to our offseason. And yeah, we went from missing one major piece in Derrick Brown and becoming the worst NFL defense against the run in history to being middle of the pack in most of those defensive categories. I think we were 16th overall. So
Yeah.
no, no fans will feel like they have no choice but to trust the defense, and you should. But you also got to look at it from a true footballer perspective and say, okay, we expect the pass rush to be different. We expect the run defense to be more dependable. And finally, like I was saying earlier, we expect there to be more for us to create more magic. Whenever I say magic, talking about the defense, I'm talking about turnovers and chaos, shit that offenses hate. So
Yeah.
uh, I guess I say that to say Jaelan Phillips on his big ass contract, he should be creating so many opportunities, if not just for himself, flat out. He should be helping everybody else on the D line get home, or them safety or corner blitzes. Man, JC
Right.
Horn might get home to the quarterback even more often than he does. That boy be getting to the quarterback, man. That highlight I saw JC get after Patrick Mahomes. That shit
Yeah.
was beautiful. That shit was beautiful. We need a little more of that. We need a little more of
Yeah.
that.
So do you believe top level situational defense wins you games in January? Would that be fair to say?
Man, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because I'd say we're a defense right now, and this is why we're middle of the pack too. Um,
Okay.
we're pretty damn good from the start of the game and for most of the meat of the game, but
Right.
we're kind of the inverse of Bryce Young on defense. Like we are less dependable in the clutch on defense than we are on offense. If we can hold it together, if Evero can figure out how to use his personnel um, in fourth quarter, very tense situations where the game is on the line, then that'll take us over the top. That'll make us top 10.
Do you think his defensive play calling would get better now that he's getting better pieces to the defense?
Yeah, for sure. I think you'll be able to call things, and I think I'm not speaking from experience here. I've never been a coach. My actual
Right.
football experience only goes back to middle and high school. That's it. But
Right.
um,
Yeah.
I know
Same
that.
as me. Same as
You
me.
feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like, look, I always been a nigga with a lot of heart, but hey, the talent just wasn't quite there, I suppose. But yeah, I tried my ass off. Wrestled my senior year. Oh boy, I should have wrestled all 4 years. I would have been a lot better. Man, I
Yeah.
dropped so much weight doing that fucking wrestling cardio. All they do is run and hug each other. That shit is annoying as fuck. But it got me right.
Yeah.
It got me right.
I
Anyway,
got you.
getting off that tangent. I know that good coaches. I know that good coaches. They have to be selective and even restrictive with their playbook depending on their personnel. And that must be a painful thing to do, but I don't think Evero has any problem with doing that. But with these new pieces, I think he can do shit that we from the outside looking in think is some obvious shit. Like moving around JC Horn. I think we'll be able to do
Right.
that a little bit more now whenever we see some guys, somebody on offense that we're obviously losing to down to down, you know.
Okay. So back to what you said earlier about, well, back to what I said earlier about the middle of the league defense, about being middle of the pack. And I know just this is just based off of what we see on paper because nothing has happened or transpired thus far. But if you just had to go by with the additions that we've added on paper, what is your expectations for this year
You mean it like stats wise? I
defensively?
haven't thought about any
Yeah.
exact no. Yeah, I haven't
Well,
thought about any
hold on,
exact numbers for the team.
hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Let,
yeah.
let me. I'm glad you said that. Let me throw up the stats from last year. Let me do that real quick. All right. So here are the 2025 defensive rankings last year. Scoring defense, we were 15th in the league at 22.4 points per game. Total defense was 16th. We gave up 327 yards allowed per game. Pass defense was 15th. The run defense was 20th. The worst was the third down defense, 47.1%
Yeah,
allowed.
that's ugly.
And
Damn, that's ugly.
we'll come back to that in a minute. But the red zone defense, believe it or not, I couldn't believe this. We were eighth, top
Ace,
10 in the
god
league
damn.
at 55.2% TD rate allowed, and takeaways we were tied for 15th. So with 21 total turnovers forced. So it's obvious which one will be or which one needs the biggest improvement, which is the
Yeah,
third down
yeah.
defense, being 31st, the bottom of the barrel per se. Um
And
what
man,
do
if
besides
we get
go
that
ahead.
if that third down, I don't know what exactly. I'm gonna be paying attention to that though. I'm glad you pulled that up. I'm be paying attention to us real good on third down on defense. Um, because if we
Yeah.
even bring that stat to the middle of the pack, that's gonna increase the ranking of all the other stats. Because you stop a team on third down, I mean it's over. That's it. Um, I mean
Yeah, cuz
shit.
that's when you
We
want to get off the field.
right, exactly. Not getting off
Yeah.
the field on third down, man. You wearing you getting worn the fuck out there, and it's harder to do everything else. That is so.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Our defense kind of mirrors our offense in that, don't it? The offense need to get better on third down as well. Except our defense doesn't really have at least the offense has a fourth down to make something happen. The defense doesn't really have that. So whatever. I
Right.
digress on that point.
Well,
But yeah,
so we when we look at the third down defense being 31st in the league, I think that plays a large part in not just the scheme, but the play calling within the scheme. Like what are you dialing up on third and long or third and
Yeah, that's a
short, or
fact.
like third and 8 or something like that. Like what are you
Uh,
dialing up? There's
and
plenty of times.
are these teams beating us in the run, on third down or the pass? Probably the run,
A lot
considering
of
we're worse against the run.
a lot of times what I've seen has been in the past. When you talking about that, there say it's third and 8, but then you got your corners lined up 12 yards deep. Like
Yeah,
I don't
exactly. That
understand
damn
that.
zone. It's that
Yeah,
fucking
I
zone
mean,
defense, man.
even playing zone. What I have seen a lot of teams do, what I have learned over the years, is they will have their corners sit at the sticks wherever the marker is. That's where they'll sit at, because they know
Right.
you got to come you got to come through them to get the first down, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
don't line up 5 yards beyond the sticks, and then you just make it an easy, you know, um, easy comeback, or out route or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that for them to
Hmm.
get to complete and get a first down. That's what bugs me, and I'm pretty sure it bugs a lot of other people in Panther Nation, because
Hell
we've
yeah,
all
dude.
talked about it. We've all talked
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, and shit.
So
You saying that? I just thought about this, Tony. We're pretty good in
yeah,
the red zone, right? Whenever there's no sticks, that's just the boundary of the end zone.
yeah,
This might highlight just Evero's philosophy, whether it's flawed, whether you disagree with it or what. He's not a guy. He never wants to give up the big play, right? He must be in his heart of hearts. Man, I can't prove this. I'm just thinking he might be cool with giving up a first down as long as it don't mean some blazer on somebody's offense gets behind the defense and gets a touchdown, on a third and long.
yeah,
Right? He's like, you know what, fuck it. Okay, yeah, they got they made that third down conversion, but we won't let them get in the end zone. That might be his thinking. Uh,
yeah. It
I
might
wonder.
be. It might be. But hold on
You
one
you can't
second.
you you
You know,
can't you can't do that
hold
on
on one
high
second,
powered
Charlie.
offenses. Oh, my
Hold
fault,
on
my
one second,
fault.
Charlie. Yeah. Hey, I just dropped a poll in the chat. It says, "What is your standard for the Panthers defense in 2026?" So you can either type one, two, three, or four for your answer, and it would generate in the poll. So everybody that's in the chat and you can see that poll, hey, take a split second and just type one, two, three, or four. One is top 10 defense. Two is better situational defense. Three is more sacks and pressure. And four is just be solid and consistent. So yeah, answer that poll for me and I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah. We need to see a lot of ones and twos in the chat. That situational defense gonna make us a top 10 defense. God damn it! What is you talking about? Man, we went on third
Yeah.
down. We wanted the best. We wanted the best for sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
So
tough. I wonder what some of these teams we in the first 4 weeks. How are those teams on third down? How are their offenses on third down? I'm gonna take a look at that when I get the chance. Curious.
okay. Reality Beat said, "What do you think about JB?" I know he's probably talking about Jonathan Brooks. Yeah, I've shared my thought on that yesterday when we talked about offense, and I shared it on Unk Channel. So I'm not gonna get into Jonathan Brooks. We're talking about defense today. Reality. Reality says no defense is basically like the Cowboys. Hey, I ain't gonna
He
argue
said, "What
that.
defense is like the Cowboys?"
He said no defense is basically like the Cowboys.
No defense is basically like the Cowboys.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't understand what do you mean by that, Tony?
yeah. I don't fully mean. I don't. Well, I know. Well,
Hey, rephrase that
it,
reality. We don't know what you mean, brother. What is that? What
yeah,
you mean?
yeah, yeah.
No
What
defense
you
is
mean
like the
by that?
Cowboys. Maybe he's saying the Cowboys kicked our ass on defense for the most part in that game, even though we won. Uh,
Yeah. I don't know. Don't start me the
I
line.
don't think I don't think that was our worst defensive performance. Those was our worst. Our worst defensive performance might have been that
Buffalo,
Patriots game or Buffalo. But
Buffalo
yeah,
or
I was gonna say
Patriots.
Patriots or the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
We
So
got thrashed in that
reality
game.
beat says what good our defense create what we good. I'm sorry. We good. Our defense creates a lot of turnover. Yeah, we got a lot of turnovers. Ranked 15th in the league, but
We can get more.
pressures and
We can get
sacks,
more.
was near the bottom. So yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Hudge. So let's be real. We had a subpar off ball linebacker play. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you
That's a fact.
1,000%, Jay Hudge. And hey, I appreciate you interacting with me on the Patreon my Patreon page, man. Appreciate you being a subscriber. After the show, I do post daily into the Patreon and stuff like that, and ask thought provoking questions. And Jay Hudge has definitely been interacting with me on Patreon. So you guys check out the Patreon page as well. Check it out. Hopefully you become a member as well. And we're going to get things over there like really going next week. So yeah, definitely appreciate that. So Earl hit
Okay.
1,
Yeah,
Jay
okay.
Hudge hit 2, Gerald Stick said 4, and Reality Beat said Jaelan Phillips is good at stopping the third down. Yeah, he's good. He's good in the run game and the pass game, in my opinion, applying pressure. So we're definitely going to benefit. Um, we're definitely going to benefit from that. But what it's going to look like exactly, we don't know just yet. And he also Jay
Yeah.
Hudge put a 2 in the chat. And let's see, Reality B said the Cowboys have a high power offense and a bad defense, is what I'm saying. I thought that's what you were saying, but I didn't want to
Oh.
assume.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
but they made some big upgrades from last season and during this offseason in the draft. So I believe the Cowboys defense is going to be much better than it has the past 2 or 3 years. So we'll
And I'm
see.
pretty sure our defense is better. Our defense is better than the Cowboys, ain't it? I have to go back and look at the
Yeah,
rankings, but yeah,
yeah,
our defense is better than the Cowboys. Y'all don't
yeah.
sell
I
our
think
defense that short. Reality. Come on,
yeah.
man.
So Will Robertson, what's up, Will? Hey, hit the panel whenever you get a chance, my brother. He put a 1 in the chat, and
Big
let's see.
Will.
Reality Beat says so. Basically, we need a good defense. We can't survive with a bad defense in the NFL. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. And as quiet as kept, you need the offense to take a major step and get in line with the defense. I think once we do that offensively, I know we're not talking about offense, but I just want to throw that in there. But once we take that major step on the offensive side of the ball, and we can match what the defense did last year and build upon this year, I think that bodes well for us as a
Yeah.
team as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you talking
Yes, sir.
championship shit, Tony. If that happened, now you talking championship shit. Yeah, the
Yeah.
offense becomes middle of the pack this season. The defense is without a doubt gonna be top 10 because it's just gonna make shit easier for them. And then now we can talk some shit like, oh, we getting 12, 13 wins. We are going deep into the playoffs. Yeah, we at that point now because the window was wide the fuck open. This is a great window to be a great team in the NFL because our division is kind of ass. I don't know whether to look at
Well,
it like that, like our division is ass, or we're just competitive. It's kind of a slippery slope, but
to
yeah,
to 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 be honest, I think each one of those teams. I think the Saints got better when you look at free agency and what they did in the draft. I think Tampa Bay got a little better based off of what they did in free agency and the draft. Atlanta definitely got better. I feel like in the draft, free agency.
yeah,
I
they
think
did.
I don't really. I really don't know what to say what they did in free agency besides getting Tua, but we've always seen what Tua can and can't do. So we already know
Right.
that he's limited. He's limited in what you can expect from him. So
If
Hey,
they
you
start
never
Tua,
know.
he's gonna make a lot of boneheaded mistakes early. And especially, I feel like in week two. Week two, I think we gonna have our way with Tua because I
Why
think
you say that?
he's a great quarterback. I think he can throw that damn ball, and he's pretty athletic. But I'm just concerned with his mental faculties, man. I don't think he's gonna take to the Falcons playbook that quickly and the style of the new players. Like there's gonna be a transition period where he has to get used to being in a new system and playing at game speed. And week two, our defense is already ready, in my opinion. Our defense is ready. We on their ass. Week two. We're very likely gonna break that streak of losing the first two games ever since Bryce has been here. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready to be
That's hey, I'm with you. I'm
I'm ready to
hoping
have
that too.
yeah. We gonna have at least one win by the end of week two for sure.
Okay. So the poll was basically a three-way tie between 1, 2, and 4. So that's cool. 33% for top 10 defense, 33% for better situational defense, and 33% for just be solid and consistent. I'm surprised that nobody chose more sacks and pressure. 'Cause that was one of the biggest things that was missing on our defense last year. Pressure and sacks. That's the main
Well,
reason why James Phillips was brought in.
those were such good
Go
options,
ahead.
Tony. Like all of them were valid. All of them were good. you know,
Yeah.
you need them
That
all.
that
But I
that's
think yeah, one and two most
that's why
important.
I don't add no all of the above. I'm trying to force you to pick one.
Facts,
Don't take the
facts.
easy
Good way
way
to do
out.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good way to do it.
All
But
right.
yeah, yo, I'll say this real quick, Tone. It's a harking
Go
back to
ahead.
what you said earlier. Our weak point on defense is easy to see. It's still what we didn't get to address fully in the draft. It's you can say outside linebacker, but you can just say linebacker, interior linebacker. We have one very solid linebacker. That's it. You hope your other guys can grow into something or become something, but I feel like I know we haven't seen Travis Wallace's ceiling, but I think we've seen some of his best already. He might still be just figuring out how to move and how to play at the NFL level. I don't think he's quite, coming to his own yet. So there might be some growth to still be had there. But I just don't see him being like a premier linebacker for us. And I mean, who else you got? Not to mention Devin Lloyd. Who else do we really have at linebacker?
Well, behind Devin Lloyd and Trevin Wallace this year, you got Claude Shirellis, you got Bam Martin Scott. Um
All the guys that
um
I was excited about last season.
yeah.
That will get a lot more opportunity this season. So we'll see. Shirley scares me because that boy he hits. I love the way he hits. I love the attitude he play with. But can he stay healthy? Because he'll get hurt and be out the game
That's the
before you even
thing.
notice.
That's the thing right now. That is my biggest question mark when it comes to the middle linebacker position. Outside of Devin Lloyd,
Yeah.
we are injury riddled when you talk about the next two linebackers that's in that
Mm-hmm.
rotation. So you talking about Trevin Wallace, who is projected to start opposite of Devin Lloyd. Then you go to the backups. You got Claude Chirelis. He's injury prone, right? And Bam Martin Scott. I mean, we seen him on special teams,
Right, but
and
that's it.
yeah, in my opinion, I don't think there's a lot of game action or game tape of him playing any meaningful defensive snaps. Yeah, so
Facts.
you
Facts.
really
Yeah.
don't know still what you have in him. Now remember a lot of people raving about him, talking about him um coming out in the draft and was wanting Carolina to draft him and stuff like that and
Yeah.
so
I was one of
yeah,
those ones, man. He looked pretty solid coming out of South Carolina. Like I'm hoping he
yeah.
pleasantly surprises, dog. That's another little hidden X factor on defense. Maybe. We'll see.
Did
We'll
did he
see.
didn't he go undrafted?
Shit. I think so. Yeah, I want to say yes because I would remember. I would know. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was correct. Correct me in chat. Nick, somebody in chat knows for sure. But I'm pretty sure we got him through UDFA.
Okay. So Freddie said, "Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Freddie. What's going on with you, my guy? Hit the like button. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to both channels, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk and the Carolina Armchair GM CJ. Subscribe to his channel as well. All right. And Jay Hush said he was an undrafted free agent. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's because I know we don't have the ability to read to scout these players um like the real scouts do, and they do it year round, and they go to these
Yeah.
different schools, and these different bowl games, and stuff like that, and they got a 1,000-page notebook about these guys and stuff
Facts.
like that, and but we'll get excited
Hard
about a
drives with a bunch of
player.
film on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get excited about a player and feel like, oh, that's a player that somebody that Carolina needs to draft. But then when they go undrafted, we like, well, what happened? You know what I'm saying? And I just believe that there's something that there's something
Here's what I
that
think, Tony.
hold on,
You know.
hold on, Charlie,
Okay.
hold on,
Okay. Yeah.
Charlie, hold
Don't
on.
lose your thought. My fault. My fault.
Yeah, there there's something that they have seen that we haven't seen, and the way that they look at the game is different than the way we look at the game. What I'm saying? So there's probably legitimate reasons why some guys that we feel like should be drafted or drafted higher,
What up, Tony?
and the guys that get drafted um don't get drafted as high as we feel like they should. So, hey, Will, I just dropped the link, Will. So reality say, is Shirelles and Bam even good? I think Kuwatch can beat both of them out. Well, what makes you feel
Wow.
that
Why?
way?
Why do? Yeah. Yeah.
What makes you feel that way? Yeah.
Because I
So
mean, we
Papa
ain't seen
said,
nothing out of either one of out of neither one of
yeah,
them.
hold on, Charlie. Papa said, "Do you like Kuwatch, Tony?" I like his potential. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to sit here and say that he's going to come in and take somebody's spot. Um, he played at a mid-major school. He played pretty good against the competition that he played with. I know a lot of people are enamored with his size. I like his size, 6'5", 235. I think he need to get a little bit more weight on his bones. Um, I just want to see what he can do in the preseason. I'm not the one that's going to just throw him out there and say, "Oh yeah, he could be better than so and so and so and so." I don't know that. I don't know, and I feel like he was a 6th round draft pick for a reason. Now what?
Seventh
Now
round.
why?
Seventh round.
Was it 7th round?
Seventh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, 7th round, 7th round. So there's a reason why he was there in the 7th round, and listening to, I think it was either Dave or Dan, was like they didn't want to run the risk of him becoming an undrafted free agent, so that's why they took him in the 7th pick. So he was like, he was kind of like on that fringe of being drafted or not. You know what I'm saying? He said he don't see the link. Hold on, let me hold on, Will.
Yeah,
Let
I'm
me
not.
let me
I'm
drop the
not.
link.
I'm
Let
not
me drop the link
100% sure how
again.
you do it on both ends, Tony. But it's only I only saw the link when I went over to your Unbiased Sports Talk channel, YouTube channel. It wasn't in the. I don't think it was in the CJ Armchair chat.
Okay.
Just the FYI. Just the FYI. I know you. Yeah, still getting used to the back end, the management of all this good stuff. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
streaming is no joke. Streaming doing this content, I know it's no joke. It's fun as fuck though. It's fun as fuck once,
Let
especially
let
once you
me
get used
let
to
me
it.
know let me know if y'all see it now. I just posted it. I see it popped up in the chat. I just posted it, so you should see it on either platform. Oh, will. So let's see. Yeah, Poppy. That's how I feel about Cool Watch. Let's see. King James said, "Good morning, Tony, or afternoon to you." Yeah, good morning to you, and it is afternoon, mid evening over here. Let's see. Black Sox. What's that like? The Hawaiian wave? That's like, hey, dude. Ain't that what they do?
He's on stage, by the way. Look like.
Yeah. I got Will. I got him.
And Black Sox and anybody else under the sound of my voice. If I sound disgusting, I am sorry. Yeah, I normally don't speak on my car stereo like this, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I
But
see
hey,
that. Yeah, I see that.
yeah, man. But hey, bro, I am about to be out of here. I just pulled up to the job. It's time to get to it. It's thank God for
Okay,
a three
man.
day weekend coming up. It's hey, this off season gonna speed by, bro. We only got 3 more weeks till training camp. We'll have some fresh shit to look at and to evaluate and analyze and fucking and shit
Yeah,
on for sure. It's gonna be a lot of
yeah,
oh man, it's about to
yeah.
be fun. So
Hey,
hey,
I
you
appreciate you
you
pulling up, man.
yes sir, yes sir. You and other creators keep getting
Okay.
us through this shit. So we appreciate you.
Hey, we're gonna try our best, man. I'm gonna try my best.
All right, Tony Will, I see you, man. Have a good one, y'all. I'm out of here.
All right,
Hey, you
man.
have a
We'll
good day
holler.
too, brother.
Tip drill Will. Oh,
Good morning. Good
my
morning.
bad. My brother from
Good
another.
morning. Good
What's
morning. Good
going on
morning.
with you, soldier?
How you? Good. Good. Good, man. Good. Just get my motor started, man. I got to drive down to South Carolina here and go and take care of some, registered vehicles and stuff like that. Because I live in Georgia for my vehicles and stuff registered in
Yeah.
South Carolina. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna just like Papa was saying, I'm gonna enjoy my 3 day weekend. Because I don't got to work on Friday, and I don't want to drive on go down there and handle all that. Go sit at DMV on Friday.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So what you think about the conversation thus far about, let me go back up to it because we didn't get to topic two yet, but the 2025 improvement, was it real? No, I'm sorry. The 2025 improvement was real, but was it enough? Well, what you think? What you think about the improvement that we made in 2025, and the with the additions of what we did in free agency and the draft? What is your outlook for the 2026 season on the defensive side?
Um, I, Let me take this in two parts. The
Okay.
front seven, the front seven, I think can be a top seven unit.
Okay.
Um, with with
Why you say that?
depth, okay, with the addition of Phillips, with year two of Scorton, with Pat
Okay.
Jones coming back, um, the whole is will Lee be able to do his part, because I don't think that we have enough rotational pieces in the interior. Um, and
I agree.
having Devin Lloyd and Trevin Wallace, and I'm not Trevin Wallace got to stay healthy, and he has to show. I mean, I think he plays well. I think that having a veteran like that, I think he is a Robin. He's not a Batman. I think he's a
Right.
Robin, not a Batman. And I think that having Devin Lloyd there to be Batman, he could play a really good Robin. That's just my opinion on that. And then so I think there's gonna be a top seven, front seven. The back half. If
Right.
if on the second half, on the secondary of the defense, the back half, if we have the same production out of Mike Jackson, that's a top five back seven. Period.
Okay.
It is a top 5 back seven. You put that together, I believe that our defense is going to be the reason why we win a lot of games. Defense win championships, but our defense is going to be the reason why we win a lot of games because I
So
think they're
you
going to be
oh, go
that
ahead.
good. Because I think they're going to
Okay.
be that good.
Okay. You mentioned about the interior of the defense being thin, and I'm 1,000% behind you on that. So do you agree with the addition of Lee Hunter in the second round? Do you think that he can come in and be that Robin to Derek Brown's Batman? Something that we have talked about since Derek Brown has been here. Get him a running back on the opposite side. Do you think with just so say if the if we had a 4-man front and it was just Derrick Brown and Lee Hunter in the interior and you got Scorton and Phillips on the outside, do you think that would be enough 4-man pressure? Because Ivero's calling card. He likes to rush 4, drop
Mm-hmm.
7. Or do you think we should see more of a traditional 3-4 and now you put Bobby Brown into the equation and put him at nose tackle? I don't like him at 3 tech per se. For me personally, I like him at nose tackle. So then you got Derek Brown, Bobby Brown, and Lee Hunter with Scorton and Phillips on the outside. Which one do you prefer?
I believe that Bobby Brown is going to be in the 3 tech. I don't want to do the rotational where you putting Lee Hunter and Bobby Brown and rotating them and rotating Derek Brown. And I mean, and I don't know, are they still high on Cam Jackson as well? Um, I think I think putting Lee Hunter at the over the center in the nose tackle position or nose guard, whatever they want to call him, is probably the safest option um, to be able to I think, to get the best value of the players that we have. So that means that we might be coming out in a more 40 front type of style defense. And I'm wondering how that would pan out for us because normally our defensive players, our edge rushers don't have their hands in the dirt. They're standing up. So how would that look? I don't know. And I'm asking generally, not how would that look because I'm curious. I'm generally don't know how that would look. Do you have any
You
idea?
sound like you breaking up. Sound you was breaking up towards the end.
Oh, okay. Do I sound better now?
Yeah. Now what were you saying about the defensive front? Because I didn't catch all that.
I said I think that we would be a traditional 40 front, but our edge rushers normally are standing up. So how would that defensive
Right.
front look? So
Well, when
I
you
don't know, and I'm asking generally. Yeah.
yeah. So traditionally, now let me start off with that. Traditionally, Ivero, we know he comes from that Vic Fangio tree when it comes to defense. And it's a 3-4 defense, right? 3-4 is the base, it's the core of the defense. But the way that the NFL is set up nowadays, with a lot of 12 and 13 personnel, or a lot of 3-by-1 or 2-by-2 sets, you are traditionally now starting to see nickel packages. And this not even so much it's a nickel package no more. It's becoming the base defense. And what I mean by that, your base defense is typically what teams play on first and second down, right? That's your base defense. So whenever you watching the game and you see Trevor Morick in there, and there's 2 other safeties, they in the big nickel defense. They're in a 4-2-5. So you got 4 down linemen. You got your two defensive tackles, and you got your two stand up edge rusher slash outside linebackers. Then you got two linebackers, your middle linebackers. One is on ball and one is off ball. Then you either got three safeties or you got three corners. You know, you go from your nickel with the three corners, or you go to the dime package with your three safety. Sometimes you'll see a 5-man front where they walk up a linebacker and they bring in they substitute one of the I'm sorry, they'll substitute like Trevor Morick and bring in another defensive tackle or defensive end, but they'll walk up one of the linebackers. So now you look like you only have one linebacker. That's your penny defense. So you typically got like a 5-6 man front, one middle linebacker. That's your penny defense. But at its core, it's supposed to be, I say that strongly, it's supposed to be 3-4. But traditionally, when you watch Ivero defense and look at it from the past 2 or 3 years, we have majority being in a 4-2-5. And the way the offenses are kind of like set up and the schemes that they run nowadays, that's why it's so good to have that nickel be versatile. You rather have like a big safety playing that nickel spot. So when you look at what Jalen Phillips does, I mean Jalen Ramsey does for the Steelers, or what Nick Emenwari does in Seattle, and you look at what Trayvon Moore does for us, or you can look at the guy in Arizona, Buda Baker. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's playing, in a two shell or he's down in the box. Scheme versatility. That's what that nickel safety or that dime safety gives you. So that's why you're seeing a lot of teams going to that 4-5 to combat that 12 or 13 personnel that a lot of teams are running nowadays, especially on first and second down. Go ahead, Will.
Okay. Yeah. So I just needed to gain some context because I mean, I love going to training camp. We're not going to be able to go this year. But
Right.
I love watching how they plug and play because they figuring stuff out in training camp. How they're plugging and
Right.
playing, how they fitting these people, how they fitting players in, things that they're running, how they scheming it up, that type stuff. I love seeing that.
Okay.
So,
Right.
and I'm wondering how much, how much film is Sheena and Vashti and Joe Person and those guys are going to be able to give us that's going to show us some of that at least. But
Yeah.
I may try to get down to Jacksonville for because we're doing we have
Joint
Jacksonville
practice with
joint
them.
practice with Jacksonville.
Yeah.
If I can get a ticket, I might go down to Jacksonville. That give me an excuse to
Okay.
go down to Jacksonville. Me and the wife go to the beach, something like that. So I don't know. But yeah, I,
Okay.
I generally wanted to know because that's important for the education of the fan base. The stuff that you just explained. I know you've explained it before, but it's kind of like it's
Right.
not something that's common. So it's
Yeah.
hard it's hard. It's, like, so, okay, well, where would he fit in that interior defense? Offensive line is very easy
Yeah.
to figure out where people will fit. Maybe whether it's a zone blocking scheme or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Why do you need why do you need such an athletic center in this type of scheme? That type stuff. But
Yeah.
defensive front seems to be a little more elusive to me.
It is. It is. It's because there's so many different variations that teams run.
Hmm.
I try to stick to studying what Ivero does because he's the coordinator for the Panthers right now. Um, honestly, there's not a whole lot of difference throughout the league. All those teams run the same thing pretty much. They just have different little nuances, in there that makes their scheme a little different from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go with a base package, but what are you doing with that base package? And that could be for offense or defense. So that's where
Right.
the schematics, that's where the little nuances come in at,
Okay.
um
Yeah.
yeah, things of that nature. Let me read these comments, and then we'll go on to the topic, to the second topic. King James said he see it. So okay, yeah, I know he was talking about the link in the post. I mean the link in the comments. Joe Knuckle Hambone 3180 said good morning to all, and good afternoon to you, Tony. Hey, good afternoon to good morning to you, and it is good afternoon to me. All right. So see, NH officials 7734 said has Lord Izzy has Lord all games, Wallace will be fine. I think he's trying to say if Devin Lloyd has Trevor Wallace all games, he'll be fine. Is that what you're saying, official? Yeah, try clean that up for me. Let's see. Teflon Twan OTR said, I can't wait for the Hall of Fame game. I got to see some football before I go crazy. Hey, you and me both, dog. The way conversations about certain topics and things happen nowadays, like we need a deciding factor. We need something to call truce around here. We need to stop putting film to a lot of these opinions and takes and rumors that's out there. So I'm definitely with you on that. J Hud said we have issue with our odd fronts because Ashawn Robinson is gone. Yeah, that can be true. I see Will dropped off, so hopefully he'll be back. That can be true. I for Carolina, and what I was hoping all year is what I'm hoping to see this year, because we didn't see enough of it last year. I like our odd front when we in a uh odd interior front with two defensive tackles and a nose tackle, and we have our two rush ends. That's a 5-man front. Our ability to stop the run is a whole lot better than when we just have two down linemen and our two edge rushers. Because a lot of times we think about it like this. If you remember, there was a lot of times last year when we was in the even front with two defensive tackles, two edge rushers, and then the offense comes out and they in 12 personnel or 13 personnel. Hold on one second. I got you, Will. All right, you back?
Yeah, I'm
You
back.
good?
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. It
Okay.
just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, when we in that even front, when we got two defensive tackles and our two edge rushers, and the offense come out in 12 or 13 personnel, all the gaps that need to be covered on the front is not covered. And then when you have your linebackers playing 5 to 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, and they're not playing downhill, it's hard for you to fill the gap. And I think that was a lot of our problem last year, because we didn't have, in my opinion, we wasn't in the right fronts at the right time. I strongly believe that we should have a 5-man front on first and second downs. Whenever we had Bobby Brown in there and he was playing nose tackle, and Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown play opposite of him, our run defense was pretty good. Our run defense was pretty good. You walk Trevor Wallace down towards the line of scrimmage, whether he's blitzing or containing the edge. That helped when teams were trying to run outside zone or stretch zone against us. Yeah, I ain't gonna get too much into schematics. I ain't gonna do that right here. Y'all gonna get me started. But yeah, I just believe when we got a true nose tackle in there, it really helps in our run game. So Broski
Yeah,
Bear
and
said
you're thinking,
Panther defense should be legit, possibly top 10. Panthers offense won't be good. They haven't replaced Rico. Okay, Broski. And Broski say running 3-4 gives you more flexibility for the skies and blitzes and provides solid gap control against a heavy run formation. And a 4-2-5 is more effective against pass heavy offenses. Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. That's what I want to see. I want to see more of a traditional 3-4. So in that traditional 3-4, you got your three down interior defensive linemen with your two outside linebacker edge rushers. That really gives you a 5-man front. Then you got your two middle linebackers, okay, and then you got your two corners and your two safeties. But like I said, a lot of time we are running a 4-2-5 because that extra safety, that third safety, that third corner gives you a little bit more flexibility in the run and the pass. I think when I think the reason why teams do that a lot is to keep from having to substitute to sub players in and out. When you got personnel on the field that can and you can adapt to run a 3-4 or a 4-2-5, I think that's a win for the defense. All right. Let me read this one last comment, then we're going to uh question 2. J Hud said we have 4 or 5 guys that play nose, not enough that play defensive tackle, defensive end, and our fronts. Okay. I don't know if we have that many guys playing nose. If they just stick with Bobby Brown and Cam Jackson, I mean, I think that's enough at the nose tackle position. My feeling is, I hope Lee Hunter is more of a 3 technique than a 1 technique, because in the NFL, I don't think he's built to handle those double teams on the NFL level. That's just my personal opinion. I just don't. So I would like to see him in more of a 1-on-1 situation when he's playing the 3 technique. So Brooks, you say, yep, a 3-4 often turns into a 5-2-4, but when that happens, you're most vulnerable to the pass unless you get to the QB in time. That's facts. There's always a give and take per se. So, you have to make the right adjustments and the right calls at the right time. That's what I say about that. So, okay, Will. So, topic 2. All right. Topic 2 says, did Carolina add the missing pieces or just raise expectations? All right. So, here's the facts. Carolina attacked the defense going into 2026 by adding more talent to the front 7 and second level of the defense. The Panthers added pieces like Jaelan Phillips and Devin Lloyd to help raise the ceiling of the defense. Those are not small additions. Those are players who are supposed to help Carolina become more dangerous, more athletic, and more disruptive. All right, so let me put that in context for you a little bit. This is where the conversation gets serious. Carolina did not just add depth, they added players who are supposed to change the ceiling of the defense. Phillips is supposed to help the pass rush. Lloyd is supposed to upgrade the second level, especially with range, instincts, and coverage ability. But when a team spins like that, expectations change. These are pressure point additions. They are supposed to help turn the defense from competitive into dangerous. So, Will, the question to you would be, did Carolina add the missing pieces to make this defense dangerous in 2026? Or did the Panthers simply raise the pressure on the Evero to prove the scheme can win with better talent? What say you?
I am a delusional fan. My expectations for this. You already know where I'm going. You know what?
Oh.
You're the one. You're the one who deal in facts and all of that stuff. And it's your job to keep me grounded. I don't understand. As
Hey.
long as you understand this relationship, okay, it's your job to keep me grounded. I raise expectations. I just got through saying we a top seven, front seven. I just
Yeah.
yes. The answer is I say we a top five back half. If our front seven is a
Top
top
five.
seven.
Now that gotta be just on paper because we ain't seen it yet. Will.
No, I said top five in the back half of the defense. Mike Jack, JC Horn, and
Oh,
Trayvon
okay.
Moore. If our front seven can get pressure, they are top five back half. I think we got the best
If
the cornerback duos in the league. So
okay.
it didn't just merely have Ejero say, "Oh, Jero, hey, you got to prove the scheme work." Hey, we passed that. We done made all this investment. This scheme better work, or we running you out of there. We running you out. You would not be able to get no free chicken around in Charlotte. Period. From Hilton Head, South Carolina, to
Yeah.
Dango Rocky Mount, North Carolina, all the way to Asheville, North Carolina. You can't get no sleep, dog. Period.
So so if Devin Lloyd changed, does Devin Lloyd change the linebacker conversation if if he becomes the three down answer for us at linebacker?
He better be the three down answer at linebacker. That is not even a debate.
Hey, I'm just asking the question.
You just you are talking to a delusional fan. You gotta
Oh,
think,
okay. Oh, my bad.
guys,
Damn, my bad.
shrouded in truth. I am shrouded in so yes. I don't know if you know this, all off season. I am the leader of the Devin Lloyd fan club.
Right.
I was asking for Devin Lloyd all the way up until we got him. All on Unk's channel. Shout out to Unk.
Yeah.
I've
Shout out.
been I've been screaming Devin Lloyd the whole offseason. So yes, I believe that Devin Lloyd is going to be at a minimum a Pro Bowler in our defense, and a
Is
minimum a
is
Pro
he
Bowler.
is he enough at the linebacker position?
Oh. He's enough for his He's enough to be the quarterback of the defense. He can't do
Okay.
Trevor
Let
Wallace's
me
job
ask you.
for Trevor Wallace.
What? Okay. That I guess that's kind of what I was getting at. Do you feel like his presence will can lift that linebacker room?
Yes, yes, yes,
Mm.
yes. Without a
Okay.
shadow of a doubt, yes,
Okay.
yes.
CJ, what's going on, cuz? Top of the morning to you, my
I
guy.
just wanna elevate. What up, y'all?
Hey man,
What's
Ah,
going on, cuz? Hey, what do you think about that question? Let me repeat it again.
yeah,
Did Carolina add the missing pieces to make this defense dangerous in 2026, or did the Panthers simply raise the pressure on Evero to prove the scheme can win with better talent?
to be honest with you, cuz I think it's still TBD. And I say that because now we lost Christian Roseboom to the Buccaneers. We got Devin Lloyd, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But there's still questions about Trevor Wallace, all right? I think that the one spot that you can say that, or the one position group, is just the secondary. And I know Jay Hud said there's a hole at free safety. But again, we've got Nick
Yeah.
Scott. Like I said, he's not a future Hall of Famer, but he did play solid last year, way better than he did the first. And we drafted what's my man name, Zakai Wheatley,
Yeah,
um,
Zakee Wheatley. Yeah.
Zakai Wheatley. We drafted
Yeah.
him as well, and they do a lot of rotations in that secondary anyway, with Merrick playing
Right.
the big nickel spot and all that. So it's a lot of moving pieces back there. But again, to be determined, especially the linebacker spot, and then I think also at the on the defensive line as well, outside of outside linebackers. Okay, we got Derek Brown, but we let go of Ashawn Robinson, who I think was a good piece and a good fit to this defense. We got Bobby Brown, and like I said, the reason why I say to be determined because Bobby Brown didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year. You know what I mean? He would come in
Yeah.
spurts
No, he
and then
didn't.
disappear for the rest of the game. So we got to see
Yep.
what he's going to be able to do over the course of the season, and potentially, getting the majority of the snaps. Hopefully, at the nose tackle spot. Lee Hunter
Right.
is a rookie. We all see what he did on tape, and Tony, I know you have your reservations about him anyway. Especially
I
from his
do.
tape from Central Florida. So again, another piece that's to be determined. Then you move on to Turk Wharton, who's going to be out for however many games. We still don't. We know at least 6 because he's going to start on the season on the IR and or the pup list or whatever it is. So we know it's going to be at least 6 games. Don't know if it's going to be more than that. But the thing is,
Right.
you got LeBron Ray, Aaron Hall, Jared Harrison, Hunt. All going to be fighting for that spot. We don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we know what LeBron Ray looks like, but we know what he looks like in a rotational role, kind of reserve role. We
Right.
don't know what he's going to look like if he's going to be in, the starter. We don't know what Aaron Hall is going to look like. We don't know what Jared Harrison Hunt is going to look like just yet, as far as NFL terms, as far as being out there, the majority of the game. So I think we've added quite a few pieces, but it's kind of still TBD for me to say how it's going to turn out. I am leaning towards it turning out great, okay, but you always got to add in the injury factor as well. I think we're going to be damn good if we can keep these guys healthy and on the field.
Mm. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? That's why I said preseason is going to be a tell-all for that position. Because, like you just mentioned, when you talk about Will just dropped out. I know he'll probably drop back in. But hold on, before I give my spill, let me yeah, J Hud said there's a hole at free safety, and Earl Locklear said Will is a lower super fan. Yeah. Yeah, you know Will passionate about what he gonna stick up for now. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. Uh J Hud says CJ exactly 100. All
J
right.
Hud, my man.
Yeah. So let me add Will back to the stage. All right, there you go. Okay. But yeah, the interior of that defensive line. So when we talk about Aaron Hall and LeBron Ray and Hunt, I can't remember his first middle name, but Hunt, yeah, all 3 of those guys play the 3 technique. Neither one of them play nose tackle. So that's why I said when you talking about rotational pieces, um, say Lee Hunter is the starter. Just hypothetically, just say Lee Hunter is your day one starter. You got 3 players, if they all make the 53, that can rotate behind Derek Brown and Lee Hunter. That's why I love Bobby Brown being on the field. I'm telling y'all, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on it until I'm shown and proved otherwise. Our run defense will be top notch if we are running a 3-4, true 3-4 defense with a nose tackle in the middle.
Say it
We
again.
have to be able. We will be a true defensive run defense force if we run a true 3-4 defense with a nose tackle in the middle. Bobby Brown
Mm-hmm.
needs to get more run this year than he did last year. Maybe that will happen. Maybe the fact that Turk Wharton is not available and you are dealing with a rookie, Bobby Brown, maybe he will get more run, but I would love to see him at nose tackle rather than 3 technique. I think he pushes the pocket from the middle better than anybody that we have on the team. Lee Hunter is not a pocket pusher. He's not, in my opinion. And I'm strong on that one. So
Boy, we need a church organ up in here, boy. I swear.
yeah, you're gonna have to show and show me something different. So yeah, I'm gonna hang my hat on that. And because to me the proof was there last year when he did play in the middle, when he played that nose tackle or the 1 technique, shaded over. You didn't see nobody attacking us up the middle. Nobody. And he was causing havoc. He may not made the play, but he caused enough havoc to force the play away from him. And that's what you want. That's what you want to see from your nose tackle. Can you be the fire hydrant and hold your position in the middle and push the pocket when needed? That's what I wanted to see. Let's see. Oh, Broski here. Let me add Broski up to the stage. Broski Bear, what's good?
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for hey, you called for Broski. Broski's here.
Broski.
What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
Man, we're doing all right today, man. I'm gonna get through this day at work and start the weekend early. But yeah, man, good topic. I think they have I think the Panthers have high expectations for Lee Hunter to be able to play that nose tackle spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said in the comments, like Jaelan Phillips, he needs to be a disruptor, whether he's doing it against a run or he's getting to the quarterback. But like in reality, he needs to do more than just pressure the quarterback. He needs to bring that guy down. He needs to rack up some sacks this year. Like really, he needs to have double-digit sacks. I mean,
talking about Jaelan Phillips.
I agree. Yeah, he does, and I think if he can be disruptive on that end, that's going to free up Nick Scorton a little bit, and probably Princely as well, because I think people kind of forget about him. I mean, he was only a rookie last year. That guy's got some natural pass rush ability. So, Scorton seems like he could be an every down starter and a pretty good player. I think he's got that potential. So, if Phillips can get like 10 to 12 sacks, if Scorton can get like 8 to 10 sacks, Lee Hunter can play as a rookie and play well. Like that defense, man, that defense could be top 10, in my opinion. But I think another player that is slept on is Wheatley, the safety out of Penn State. I mean, I think he might be the best safety on your roster already, and people aren't even talking about him. I think I've seen that kid play so much football.
The best safety already?
On the roster, yep, I really do.
Why you say that? I'm gonna need a little bit of context.
Oh, because I've seen him play. I'm a big Penn State fan, and I've seen the kid play for years. And he can do everything. He can do everything. And when I see guys who are like NFL ready, like certain players are just ready to step in and be good right off the bat. Certain ones are like, man, freak athlete, all the talent in the world, but he needs to develop. Mm-hmm. Nah, he's ready to go, man. And he can cover, he can hit, he's just good, man. He's a playmaker. I think he can be
is he more of a true safety? Is he more of a free safety or strong safety? Because if he's a strong safety, he's going to be behind Trevor Morey. Because Trevor Morey is a strong safety right now.
Real quick. I'm gonna drop off.
Hold on, Broski.
Come up.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna drop off.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, Nick's in the backstage. I'm gonna drop off.
Okay, all right, cuz.
And you said Morrig is more of a strong safety, correct?
Yeah. I believe he's more of a strong safety.
So the scouting report on Wheatley is he's definitely more of a free safety, and that people are like, oh yeah, I don't know about his tackling skills and stuff, but I'm like, no, he can tackle, he can hit, he can also cover. Like He's just really all around good. Like he was one of my sleeper players in the entire draft. Like he was one of my like sleepers any position in this entire draft. So that was a really good pick, man. And I like I said, he's got a chance to be a fixture on the Panthers defense for years, I feel. You know. So maybe you replace one Penn State guy, Nick Scott, with another Penn State guy, Wheatley, and get a younger, better version of him in there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think people just keep an eye on him. I think he's going to get his chance as a rookie at some point, if not right out the gate.
Yeah, I love Zakee Wheatley, man. I didn't watch. I think I watched one Penn State game last year, but the highlights that I saw of him during the draft process, and once we selected him, yeah, I definitely like what I saw from him. So I have to go back and try to watch a couple full games that I have access to, and really do a deep dive on Zakee Wheatley. But hold on, Nick. Before we get started, let me read a couple of these comments. Charlie the Gamer said, "Broski, shh. I need Wheatley to go under the radar till he snatches Nick Scott's job." Yeah, see, CJ was like, "Talk your shit, Broski," and Freddie said, "Broski, that's my sleeper, Zakee Wheatley." Yeah, he said, "I know he's that guy." Okay, Earl Locklear said Bobby Brown was a beast last year in the middle. Yes, he was, Earl. Yes, he would, and we need to see more of that. Charlie the Gamer said, "Young Freddie, keep him sleep on our rookies. Zakee gonna look like a vet out there." Hey, if he can do what y'all say he can do day one, and somehow take Nick Scott position, and y'all look at it as an upgrade, hey, that's just gonna be beneficial to the team, especially on defense as a whole. Let's see. NH official said facts. Charlie the Gamer said Broski, just put a Panther fan, man. You one of us anyway. Oh, he said just be a Panther fan. Yeah, Broski, because you're not really a Panther fan, are you?
I mean, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, but my thing is this,
what I thought.
and this is what I say. Yeah. I've lived in Charlotte for 14 years, and I love the Carolinas, man. I love the people of the Carolinas. I love the city of Charlotte. I live North Carolina. I love South Carolina, man. I love Greenville, South Carolina. I love all these. I love the Carolinas, man. I'm from, the Philly area. Moved around a lot growing up, so I grew up in Chicago a little bit as well, but mostly Philly. But hey, I want to see the Panthers do well is what I'm getting at. Like I want to, unless they're playing the Bears, right? I want to see the Panthers do well because I genuinely enjoy this area, love this area, and the people down here. So I'm a football guy. I love just talking football. That's what I love doing it. So you know what I mean? I'm believe me, I'm dialed in and I watch every Panthers game as well.
All right. Well, trust me, this is definitely a place to be. I'll be coming to you Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, man, whenever you see me live and you want to hit the panel, hey, just let me know, man. I'll bring you on up. All right.
I appreciate that, man. And that morning slot is perfect before work too, man. Like that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna read a couple comments, then I'm gonna let Nick chime in. Ronnie B said, "Ain't nobody beats out MO." Don't know what that means, Ronnie. You gonna have to dress that up, clean that up for me. Appreciate it. Young Freddie said, "Charlie, he's my favorite draft pick." All right. Charlie the Gamer said, "Freddie definitely not mad at it. Can't get my damn words out." TJ said, "All right, I'm back in the comments talking shit." Ronnie said, "Yeah, he was good at Penn State. That's it." Okay. So everybody's kind of like high on Zakee Wheatley. All right. Don't know what that means.
I think that was a slight at Nick Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that was a slight at Nick Scott.
Oh, okay. Young Freddie said, I'm ready for him to take over that free safety spot. The key is definitely ready to step in and go crazy. All right. All right. So I hope to see that in this preseason. Broski going to be sweating week 1. Oh shit. Don't do that.
Hey man, I'm not expecting that's gonna be a tough game, man. Like I said, Panthers defense looks really tough, man. Really tough on paper.
Yeah.
So, and it's week 1 and you're playing on the road. I mean, week 1 is always crazy in the NFL.
Yeah, because you don't know what you don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
Most teams, exactly. And offenses usually are still trying to catch up to the defense. This year, I'm thinking though, year 2 with Ben Johnson and Caleb there, I don't think it's going to take as long for them to get going this year. I think they're going to hit the ground running because Ben's got a lot of weapons, a lot of shiny new toys to play with there in Chicago. But I'm going to drop, guys. I'm going to hit you up again.
You about to drop
soon?
Okay.
Yeah, I got to drop, man. I got to get my day going. But great chopping it up with you, and you guys have a great day and enjoy the 4th. All right.
Hey, you too, man. Appreciate you coming up, man. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't, hit that like button on your way out. That's like the doorbell to the algorithm for YouTube. I greatly appreciate it.
I smash the like every time, man. I'm in Stone's chat. So good stuff, man.
All
Take it easy.
I appreciate it, man. You too. Shit. Who? Okay, there go Nick. Nick.
Yeah.
My brother. What's going on?
And you talking about
popping?
Nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Huh?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Hey man, just trying to bring good vibes, good conversation, good debate to you each morning. Get trying to shake a little honey from the tree.
Yeah.
Get your juices flowing. Help you get your day started.
Yeah. These mothers over here, man, a lot of these mothers might I don't think that they might be paying 100% attention to what this defense can possibly be this year.
Okay.
But I mean, I know a lot of people ain't high on Jaelan Phillips and don't feel like he earned the money that he got. But hey, I don't care with nobody's stuff like that. Pressure bust pipes. And that mug bring all the pressure in the world.
Facts.
He may not get home, but usually this is what a lot of people don't pay attention to. If you go watch his game, watch the times that quarterbacks step up into a sack because he's coming around the edge. Watch the times. You can watch it at almost more than half his games. You can watch him come around the edge and the quarterback step up and somebody else gets the sack. You can watch a lot of that stuff. People don't realize, man, pressure is what causes sacks. Sacks are the outcome, but I don't look for that as the only stat.
Hey Nick, why they trying to get you off the show, man? Why Poppin trying to get your head knocked off?
Good Lord.
Poppin just being Poppin right now. Poppin ain't trying to get my head for real. Poppin just he gonna say anything because I ain't even talk to him in a minute.
Oh God, that got real tears, boy. I'm cracking up. Oh man,
First thing in the morning, boy. First thing in the morning. Poppin going from my head.
Yeah, So let me ask. I had a question to them Poppin. CJ talking about, oh no, not a bounty. Yeah, man. I ain't got that yet. It ain't got there yet, but I'm trying to keep things copacetic over here. So but let me the question, the debate question was Nick, was did Carolina add the missing pieces to make this defense dangerous in 2026, or did the Panthers simply raise the pressure on Evero to prove the scheme can win with better talent? What say you?
I believe, I'm gonna say this right now. I believe it's a little bit of both, but at the end of the day, I do believe they added the missing pieces that they needed. This system, the system that Evero run, is predicated on four man rush. No, everybody wants
Right.
to say everybody wants him to blitz and stuff like that, but the system itself is predicated on four men getting home. And I know a lot of people gonna say that, oh, the dude up there in Philly, he blitzes. Go look at his blitz percentage is extremely low. It just more that he does do it more than Evero does. He does improvise when it ain't working. And that's where Evero's gonna have to learn. And hopefully this season is the season that he learns that. But if you're getting home, if you're getting home with four, a lot of the times you see coordinators more willing to say, okay, I'm gonna send somebody from somewhere else, and then I'm gonna drop somebody in the coverage.
Right.
And I don't think that you can do that. I don't think he could do that with the guys that we had on the field, especially when you have Rose Boone and all that kind of stuff. Because with Devin Lloyd, what Devin Lloyd brings to the table is that he can drop into the flats in the coverage for real, for real. There's no drop off if I send my cornerback and then I send Devin Lloyd out there to the area that he's vacated. There's no like
Okay.
extreme drop off. But with Rose Boone, well, I'm telling you right now, if I was a offensive coordinator, I'd be like, man, where that dude with that long hair at? That dude with that long hair. I'm gonna throw the ball wherever he at.
So, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say because the fool was always in position to stop the dude from catching the ball. He just never did.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask both of you this question, and Will, you can go first. So do you believe Carolina cannot expect playoff level defense without consistent pressure? What's your take on that?
No, we cannot expect. We have to have consistent pressure. I mean, I don't think that no playoff team is going to be able to get far without consistent pressure, especially in the playoffs. Um, so the addition of Jaelan Phillips, I think, really changes things for our defense. I think that, and this might sound odd, but this might be where Derek Brown is a 8 to 10 sack defensive interior guy this season.
That don't sound odd. Not with the way that Jaelan Phillips plays. Don't
The
sound
way
odd at
Jaelan
all.
Phillips played, he got six. He got six without Phillips.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he had five. I think five.
I think it was
Oh, he had
five.
five.
Yeah, five last year. I think him and Nick scored tied for five.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that Phillips is going to be able to act. I mean, if you're not going to be able to step up in the pocket with big 9-5 right there. I mean, you know, especially if you collapse in those edges, it's going to be pretty interesting to see. But I don't think that we'll be able to go far if we are not able to get the pressure that we need.
Consistent pressure.
And
You're right.
I hope I sound okay because I'm in my vehicle now.
You sound fine. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah. So
Okay.
Nick, what's your answer? What's your response to that?
I mean, just like I said before, pressure breaks pipes, and if you ain't getting pressure, you get those guys that will pick you apart because you're just allowing them to stand back there and scan the field. So like I do believe that we will get consistent pressure this year, and I think adding Jaelan Phillips, just like he said. But I'm gonna say I want to add this one caveat. I know y'all like Bobby Brown, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now, if the way that they're talking about Lee Hunter, if he pops the way they are talking about, you may not see Bobby Brown much this year. And that's just the honest truth. Because they're talking really, from what I've seen, they're talking really high of Lee Hunter.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, y'all gonna make me lose my mind about that. But all right,
Why? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you
I
that.
need to hear
Now,
this.
I want to ask you why you want to lose your mind.
because here's the thing. I'm not a big Lee Hunter fan like most people are, because like I said, I remember watching Lee Hunter coming out of Central Florida, out of UCF.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that he had really good production last year at Texas Tech, but I also look at what he had around
Before.
him. Now that shouldn't be I guess I shouldn't say, oh, just because he had greater talent around him that allowed him to be great, because you want as much talent that you could possibly get. What I will say is I'm hoping that what he put on film at
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech, I hope that's the Lee
What we
Hunter
get.
that we get, right? But I can't be remiss.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget about what I saw 2
Before.
years prior
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
That's also, so that's what gives me a little
Hesitation.
reservation, or a little hesitancy as to jump on this Lee Hunter bandwagon. So
Mm-hmm.
he gonna like really like have to show it to me at
Mm-hmm.
this level, especially we took him in the second round, and I
Mm-hmm.
felt like we needed more. There was a more pressing need at linebacker than it was at defensive tackle, and this was before that we found out that Turk Wharton wasn't going to be available, right? So
I thought we found out about Turk Wharton before the draft.
No, we didn't find out Turk Wharton's situation till a few weeks after the draft, and that's when it made a little bit more sense, because I felt like they maybe knew something that we didn't know that hadn't hit the public yet. That
Okay.
Turk Wharton had just had surgery and was going to clean up something with his neck or whatever. It was going to miss some times, because remember, it didn't come out that it happened in OTAs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thing when it comes to Lee Hunter. I'm not saying that he's garbage or that he can't play. I'm just not as high on him as a lot of people are when it comes to, or hoping what his production will be.
And that's fine.
Hey,
I can respect. I can actually respect that.
Hold on, Nick. There's a poll that I dropped on the screen that's dealing with this with the second topic. So which addition changes the defense more? Is Jaelan Phillips, Devin Lloyd, the young edge rushers developing, or the whole group together? So, there's like 35 some people watching. They just do me a favor. Just put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and the poll would generate the outcomes. So I would greatly appreciate if y'all will participate in that. But go ahead, Nick.
Shoot. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But I'm hoping listen, the same reservation that you have for what y'all is exactly what I was trying to explain to y'all about my thoughts about Brazil right now. And it ain't no slight to him. I know that he played at Tulane, and I know he played well at Tulane. But the unfortunate truth is he was introduced to an atmosphere that is not conducive to producing great wide receivers.
No, I understand. I understood what you were saying yesterday, and I didn't chime in, but I will say this. Remember, his dad played in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So he has somebody that he grew up watching, learning, developing, helping to develop his work ethic, things that he need to know, and things that he need to work on as a wide receiver. So whatever the coaches at Tennessee did or didn't do, I'm pretty sure that he can hang his hat on what he already knew, what he was probably still learning from his dad. Like I said, I've seen him run better routes in Tulane than he did at Tennessee.
Yeah,
So,
and that's all. Yeah. That was all my. I'm not out on him. I'm hoping what we get is a product that is conducive to what he was doing in Tulane and conducive to the fact that he has an NFL father that played the position. That's what I'm hoping for. But I would be 100% remiss to say that I haven't seen what Tennessee coaches can do to a wide receiver.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's all. And it is not a slight on the player. It is a slight 100% on the organization in Tennessee.
I got you. Hey, Will. I mean, yeah, Will. What's your take on Will Hunter? How do you feel about Will Hunter and the possibility of him starting week one?
Lee Hunter.
I think he is going to start week one. I don't think that we have a lot of options. I think he's going to start at nose. Week one.
See, okay.
I don't think he's going to start at nose. When we were in 3-4 base, I think. Well, obviously, I do think.
Hold on, Nick. Hold on. Go ahead. Finish, Will. Yeah, because I know me and Nick definitely did disagree with that. But go ahead, Will.
So, because I think that Bobby Brown is going to play the other DN. So if Bobby Brown is playing the other DN, then who's playing nose?
You just said Lee Hunter.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right? It has to be Lee Hunter.
Yeah, but I guess what me and Nick are saying is we like Bobby Brown more at the nose tackle position than Lee Hunter. Listen, I know Lee Hunter played some nose tackle at Texas Tech. He has not seen the level of double teams that will come his way in college that will come his way in the NFL. In any 3-4 scheme, the strength of that 3-4 defense is straight up the middle.
Yep.
From the nose tackle to the on-ball linebacker and to the safety. That is the strength. That is the core of a 3-4 defense. Yeah. And I don't honestly believe that physically Lee Hunter can stand up anchoring the center of that defense. I just don't believe that. He gonna have to show it to me. I'm gonna have to see it because somebody just telling me, that's a hard stance for me.
Let me add this in too on that. Hold on, before you go, Will. Let me add this in too, just the way he just said. One, usually you want the bigger of your defensive tackles to be your nose tackle. That's Bobby Brown,
right?
100%. I believe that Lee Hunter would better be all because even if we go to a 3-4 base, which we might run that on first down or stuff like that, I think we would benefit more from Lee Hunter being on the outside.
Me too.
I think Lee Hunter has more athleticism than Bobby Brown does, but when it comes to anchor in the middle, there is no better on that team than Bobby Brown. I put freaking Derek Brown in the middle before I put freaking Lee Hunter out in the middle. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you guys convinced me. I can see that.
No disrespect to Lee Hunter himself, I think he's going to be a 3-tech.
Right.
That's just from what I saw in what's called. I think he would benefit more from playing 3-tech.
If Lee Hunter has the quick twitch like he displayed last year, he don't have a whole lot of tools in his toolbox, but he does have a nice swim move. Mm-hmm. He does look like he has a quick little first step. Mm-hmm. I think that will bode well more for him as a 3-tech because he's going to see a lot more one-on-one than trying to anchor in the middle. He's not bigger than Bobby Brown. He's not stronger than Bobby Brown.
Yeah, I think
just those two things alone, in my opinion, is the reason why Bobby Brown needs to be at the nose tackle position.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm gonna say add to that too. Because at the end of the day, if you have if he can display what he had at Texas Tech at the three tech, you'll have opportunities where they will be forced. Because then, if you have Bobby Brown on one side, you have Lee Hunter on the other side, they would be forced to let their center take on Bobby Brown by himself. And the unfortunate truth about centers are usually your smallest lineman. You put your biggest lineman versus the smallest line. You put your biggest defensive lineman versus the smallest by himself, and the other dudes can't help because they got their hands full already. You can cancel Christmas up the middle of the field.
And with Bobby Brown playing that nose tackle position, and he's garnering double teams, that leaves one-on-one for Derek Brown and Lee Hunter.
Yep. Dude, one of them mugs might be unblocked.
And that's what you want to happen. You want that's what a nose tackle is for. Plug the middle of the field. I mean, plug the middle. Be like a fire hydrant. Hold anchor. Take on double teams, and occasionally, if need be, push the pocket.
Yep.
When Bobby Brown is in the game, I've seen him do all that.
Yep.
And I don't think, me personally, in my opinion, I don't think we have anyone on the defensive line that can do that from the nose tackle position better than he can. But like I said, I got to see what Lee Hunter can do. I got to see it with my own eyes against NFL competition. Right. Yeah. So I ain't gonna say what he can or can't do, but just based off what I've seen, I believe Bobby Brown can do it better. So that's who I would want in the middle.
So let me take. Let me read this.
So I got.
Hold on, Nick. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
I got a question. Okay, so Bobby Brown at nose tackle, Lee Hunter at DN, opposite of Derek Brown. What does that rotation look like?
So
on that interior defense.
So you for Derek Brown, you probably have either like one of the available defensive tackles, whether that's LeBron Ray or Aaron Hall. Hopefully he makes the 53-man roster, or Hunt. I can't remember his. I think it's Jaelan something Hunt. He's another guy, but for the nose tackle position, you got Cam Jackson right behind Bobby Brown.
Okay.
So you don't need a whole lot at nose tackle. I just believe for the base of your defense, which is typically first and second down, Bobby Brown needs to be in the game. Yeah, after that, what you do on third down or anything else, first and second down, you need to run your base defense, and your base defense needs to be a true 3-4 defense. To me, that is going to make your run defense better.
Way stronger. Yep.
Way stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. And then even if they don't run the ball on those plays, this is where what you are depicting is, if he's anchoring the middle, and you have Lee Hunter and Bobby Brown on not Lee. You got Lee Hunter and Derek Brown on the outside. They're going to be one-on-one, and 9 times out of 10, what will bust the pipes is whoever's coming off the edge on Derek Brown's side, because they're going to, if you don't pick up Derek Brown, you're absolutely stupid. You're absolutely stupid. I pick up Derek Brown and chance it that. Well, I don't even know. You chancing it with Jaelan Phillips ain't a good idea either.
Well, see that's the benefit, in my opinion, of playing that true 3-4, because when you got Nick Gordon on one side, Jaelan Phillips on the other, Lee Hunter, Bobby Brown, Derek Brown in the middle, like, you really got to pick your poison.
You do.
You got to pick your poison. So to me, that would give offensive line fits.
Yeah, I
That
do.
would
I
give
think
offensive line
I
fence.
100% agree with
If
you on
you
that.
wanna line up in 10 personnel and you want to spread the wide receivers out, and you leaving those 5 1-on-1 against your front 5, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Oh, Nick dropped off. Let me add him back to the stage.
My bad.
All right, Nick, you there? Nah,
Yeah, I'll be right. My
you
bad. I
good.
hit the
You
button
good.
by
Let
accident.
me read some of these comments real quick. Eternal said NFC conference, or we move some things around. Our roster is built to contend with anyone. Okay. Alistair said good morning. Good morning, Alistair. Appreciate you being here, man. With the morning kickoff. Hit that like button for us. If this is your first time here, welcome. We greatly appreciate it. All right. Enrico Wilson, he selected 4. Hey, appreciate you too for being here, Enrico. Hit that like button for us. Eternal said the reason the blitz percentage is low is because when he does do blitzes and stunts, they rarely get home. Yeah, that's facts. That's one of the main reasons why you go out and get somebody like Jaelan Phillips who can apply pressure. And like Nick said, when you apply pressure, eventually the pipe gonna bust. So yeah. Eternal said the defense is the strength of the team. Okay, well, I can't argue with that when you look at the numbers, just the raw numbers, if you're going off of that. Papa said, I think he's going to start, especially because Turk got a boo-boo on his
He said,
Okay.
Boo-boo.
I can't with that dude, man. Devin
Boo-boo.
Lloyd might unlock Trevin and our pass rush by being a consistent threat in the intermediate. That's a strong possibility, Charlie, but he got to stay healthy. TD wasn't TD without Luke next to him. That's facts. But hold on, hold on, Charlie. So are you trying to compare TD to Trevin Wallace?
Absolutely
That ain't
not.
no comparison.
Ain't no
Comparison.
comparison.
Yeah.
And TD was hold on. TD was good before Luke got there. He just couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
add something about TD?
TD showed flashes of being a great linebacker before Luke got there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Will.
You know, if Thomas Davis played for one of the marquee franchises, he would be considered a Hall of Famer.
Facts.
Just because he plays in a small market team, he's not considered a Hall of Famer. Period. He would be like Superman. If he was a New York Giant, he would be considered Superman. If he was a Dallas Cowboy, he'd be considered Superman.
Well, I think I'm gonna say this, and I
don't like that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think very highly of Thomas Davis. But at the end of the day, the unfortunate truth is, when you got Superman next to you, you gonna look.
See, Nick, you getting ready to talk that BS. So see how God work.
Ain't won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
What happened?
Yeah.
Won't he do it?
You was getting ready.
We didn't
You was
hear
getting ready
nothing
to
you
spew that
said.
bullshit. We
What
hear nothing you
bullshit?
said.
Oh no!
Won't he do it?
Man,
Won't he
listen.
do
Hold on. I didn't say no BS. I didn't say no BS. All I said was that the unfortunate truth was that Thomas Davis had a monster next to him at the part of his career where he got healthy and stuff. He had a monster. But I like I said, I have high regard for Thomas Davis. It's not just the small. What I'm saying is, it's not just the small market team. It's the level. It's the level of linebacker he had next to him.
Right.
And I'm not taking nothing away from him. He was on any other team, he is probably their best linebacker.
Will, is that what you got from that, Will? I don't know.
No.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know.
No.
So y'all saying y'all don't agree? Is that what y'all saying?
Nick, I'm deducting you're getting a demerit for that, Nick. You have to work.
Yeah, I'm curious. The same thing.
The merit for saying that he was next to a monster?
Hey, boy, you working towards a field grade Article 15. You better be quiet.
Hey, well, right now,
Yeah.
you about to be in charge of Sergeant's time training for damn remedial training.
Matter of
Just
fact,
for saying that.
Hey, hold on.
Report to headquarters for CQ duty for 30 days. That's what
Hey,
you
look,
do.
Will, watch this,
Damn.
Will. Listen, how about this one? How about this one, Will? Hey, look, you know what you can make a senior non-commissioned officer do on extra duty?
What?
Absolutely nothing but supervise. So you can tell
That's
me to
fine.
go there. You can tell me to go there. I ain't doing the work.
But yeah, it's gonna be somebody else do the work. I feel you on that, Nick. Yeah, I ain't
Listen,
pushing no mop.
I
ain't pushing no mop and I ain't buffing no floors.
I watched four senior non-commissioned officers do things that I know you should have they should have court-martialed them for. Them all was like, oh yeah, I'll take that Article 15. Them was the NCOIC of extra duty.
Yeah. Hey, let me catch up with some of
Ain't
these
nothing wrong
chats.
with that.
Broski said Rose Boom isn't on the Panthers anymore. He's on the Bucks. Yeah, we know that, Broski. SC Panther Boy said, "What's up, fella? Hey, what's going on, SC?" And I did get that PayPal message from you. I greatly appreciate it, man. And yes, if you haven't support the content, I would greatly appreciate it. You can scan the QR code right there at the top right of the corner, and I will also drop a link in the chat. Hold on, let me get that together real quick, and then we can move on. All right, so yeah, there's a link. Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Hey, I'm gonna stay on as long as I can. If I cut out
Okay.
and I don't come back, it's gonna be about a 7 to 8 minute delay because I'm driving through butt crack, South Carolina, and there are some dead spots back here.
All right, no problem. Appreciate you letting me
Why I
know.
gotta be butt crack, boy?
Yeah. But yeah, hold on, Nick. Hold on. Shout out to you, SC. I greatly appreciate that, man. Cool Kev said, fellas, what's up, Cool Kev? Appreciate you popping in to the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. And if you guys haven't hit the like button, hit that like button on your way in, or if you're getting ready to leave, hit it on the way out. Don't matter to me. Either way, just hit it. All right. So SC said, yes, sir. Charlie talking to SC and Kukel. Chauncey Ellaby says Evero loves speed up the middle because it is easier to blitz through the middle gaps with linebackers, corners, and safety. Well, what I would say to that is that hadn't bowled too well for him in Carolina. So all we have to do is look at the Shy Tuttle experiment. So yeah, I think Dan Morgan and Dave Canales pulled him to the side. Hey, said, listen here, partner, we need to get a little bigger up the middle, and that's when they went out and got Bobby Brown, and then got Cam Jackson in the draft. So yeah, that's how I feel on that one. Let's see. Gabe Mack said, who YouTube channel this for? Well, Gabe, this is the Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. The channel is on the Carolina Armchair GM Network. So it is streaming the two channels, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, and also the Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel. So if you would, you can hit the like button on both channels, subscribe to both channels. We'll greatly appreciate your support. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Charlie said he will see. Gay Matt with the emojis. Yes, sir. Young Freddie said, look what? I don't know what he talking about. Charlie with the laughing emojis. Young Freddie said, yeah, he tripping talking about TD like that. Yeah, I thought, oh yeah, he talking to you, Nick. Yeah, you don't know what was saying blasphemous stuff like that. Charlie the Gamer said, TD, a great linebacker, was made better by another great linebacker. All I'm saying. Yeah, that's true. I think what Will was saying was before Luke got there, TD was already playing good football. He didn't need Luke Kuechly to make him a good football player. He was already a good football player before Luke Kuechly got there. I think that's what Will was saying. I believe that. Charlie said maybe Devin will have a similar effect on Trevin. Well, we'll see. That remains to be seen. SC Pantherboy says, oh, he's talking to Charlie in there. So Freddie said TD and Luke were both great linebackers. Yes, they were. SC says, yep. Young Freddie said, shaking my head. I don't know why he's shaking his head. Then he say, damn. Here you go popping. See, Tony, you should have let me pay that bounty. Hey, he going for your head, Nick.
Look, they can have it. Hey, look, they can have it. I didn't say anything. To take away from Thomas Davis.
No, you did.
The unfortunate truth is that if y'all don't want to believe it, Thomas Davis is on one tier. Luke is on an entirely different platform. That's just the truth.
That. I mean, I can agree with that. You got no argument with me on that. But like I said, I think Will was just saying Thomas Davis was already a good linebacker before Luke got there. I think that's what he was saying, and I agree with that.
I agree with that too. I agree with that too.
Yeah. You gotta add that he was coming off of 2 knee surgeries and had that level of a career. If he did that on any other franchise, any of those marquee franchises, it wouldn't have mattered if he played next to Luke or not. He would still be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. SC said, William, you gonna stop saying butt crack South Carolina, old sir. Why he calling you out like that, Will?
Hey, I can say that. I'm from South Carolina. Hey, I can say that. You know the reason why I'm saying butt crack, because I'm going through the bomb plant. You know, the Savannah River plant where they used to make the nuclear bombs. And that's why I always call it butt crack South Carolina, because it ain't nothing back here. Yeah, it ain't nothing back here but goddamn on woods for like 18 miles.
Damn. Yeah. Dino Bravo 87 said, what's good with you, fam? Hey, what's good, Dino? Well, hey, appreciate you tapping in, man, to the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button on both channels, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk or the Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel. We're streaming to both, and we are on the Carolina Armchair GM network. All right, greatly appreciate you for that. All right, Charlie the Gamer said, yeah, Tone, got to develop his second set of chat eyes so he can see chat while talking ball. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, I'm learning, man. I'm learning. But I tell you what, though, each day has gotten better. I feel a lot better on day 4 than I did on day 1. This by myself is a whole new beast. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but I appreciate that. D-Cash said, Tony, what's good? What's going on with you, D-Cash? Appreciate you popping in, my guy. Hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate that. And again, guys, if y'all want to support the show, if you enjoyed the content up to this point and you feel good about it, and this is going to be 5 days a week, show your support to the show. The QR code is in the top right corner, and the link is also in the chat. I would greatly appreciate any love that you could show the channel. All right. Young Freddie said, "Not a bounty on Nick Headtop. They starting that already. And having bounties on people was the furthest thing I was thinking about. But y'all keep talking like that. I don't know. Y'all know how Nick can get now." Sam Smith said, "Don't forget, hey, about John Beeson. Yeah, John Beeson was good. Yeah, John Beeson was a beast. Yeah, John Beeson was a beast. I'm just messing with you, Nick. That's what Papa said." Charlie Gamer said,
I
"Oh
know.
shit, T1000 in the chat. I don't know who T1000 is, but shout out to you." Okay, Freddie said, "Big OG T1000." Antonio McClanahan. Hey, I've been waiting to see you, my guy. Said, "What's up, Tony and CJ?" Tonio was rocking with us ever since we started with two fans in the stands. So hey, glad to see you, man. I know you subscribe to CJ channel, but if you would subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk as well, hit the like button on both channels, if you will. I greatly appreciate that. And he did say like, subscribe, comment, and share the stream. Yeah, share the stream as well. I greatly appreciate that as well. SC said, "How much to block William and Nick for 5 to 20 minutes?" Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah. Those are my brothers in arms. Yeah, I can't take nobody on them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that
Good
one on that one.
Lord.
SC. Yeah. D Cash says salute. D Cash said, and Earl, what's good with you?" Oh, he talking to Earl, not me. Okay. Chauncey Ellaby 8738 said, "Even though Bobby Brown played well when Evero actually played him, fact is that Evero prefers a quicker player like Turk in the middle and more size on the outside. So Lee Hunter most likely knows." Well, I don't think Turk, he did line up sometimes. I don't know the exact percentage at nose tackle. But he did play a little at nose tackle, but I think primarily Turk played three technique. Don't quote me on that. My eyes may or may not be deceiving me, but I believe that's what I saw. And if that is true, what you said, Chauncey, that is a big mistake. We don't do good with smaller small nose tackles. The proof has always been in the pudding. So Eternal say, if our defense is top 10, then our offense has no excuse to not score when the defense get 3 and outs. Well, Eternal, we were 31st in the league last year in 3 and outs. So, that's where the defense will need to make its most significant jump, in my opinion, when you're talking about 3 and outs. So yeah, they didn't do the offense no favors last year in that category. Matter of fact, both sides of the ball was horrible when it came to third down efficiency. So yeah, they need to work on that on both sides of the ball. Let's see. Eternal said we even held Seahawks to 3 points until the fourth quarter. That is true. That is true. I'm with you when you're right. That is true. Eternal said NFC conference or bust. All right. As he said, get them likes up, people. Put them hammers to the like buttons. Please, people, support the great content with Coach T and CJ on both platforms. Hey, appreciate that love, SC. I definitely appreciate that love. And y'all make sure y'all follow his directions. All right. Eternals. Okay. Yeah, he said the conference. Yeah. Okay. SC said, I got 200 on their tops right now per person. I'm lying. No, I don't.
Yeah, Lord. He said, "No, I'm lying. No, I don't."
All right. Let's see. Earl Locklear said working D-Cash need this money. Okay. Yeah, we saw that. I saw that one. D-Cash said, Earl, I feel that. Get that money. And DK said, Tony, do you remember what the first TD was in the Seahawks game? Shit. No, I don't, to be honest. No, tell me what it was, DK. I do not know right off the top of my head. What the you talking about for Seattle or for Carolina? Hell, let me just keep it real. I don't remember what the touchdown was for either team. The first.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, don't start me the line. I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna make no shit up. But yeah, if you know, let me know. Yeah. Ronnie B said, "Hey Tony, keep up the great work. You got the voice for it, my G." Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Ronnie. I got my hydration beside me today. Yesterday, when I ran out, boy, I sounded like a dry turtle yesterday. Boy, I said, nope, not today. So I got me some plenty. I got plenty H2O. Yeah, I gotta keep these gums. If I'm gonna bump these gums, yeah, I gotta keep them lubricated. Pause. Don't say shit, Nick.
Why would you say? Why did you say my name? I only laugh because
I was about to come over the top. I was about to, hey, yo.
I was gonna leave it alone. I only laugh because you said pause.
DCAS said a Chuba fumble return for a tutty. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. I do remember. Was that the third quarter? I think that was like the first drive of the third quarter when they made Chuba fumble and returned it for a touchdown. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, D-Cash. And young Freddy said, LOL, not a dry turtle. You stupid, Tone. Hey, that's what I felt like, boy. I felt like I was eating some damn dry bark from a tree or something yesterday, boy. It was bad out here for a player. Yeah. So let me take this. Oh, I took the wrong shit off. Hold on. Let me take this poll off, and then we can get on to the final question of today. All right. So I'm gonna transition to it, and it says so now we have the real setup. The defense improved. The Panthers added talent. The expectations are higher, but there is still one question that matters more than all of it. Can this defense finish? Because playoff football does not care how much better you got. It cares what you do when the game is on the line. So the question for topic 3 is, can the defense finish what it started? So here are the facts. The Panthers reached the playoffs after the 2025 season, but the wild card loss showed the next step this defense still has to take. Carolina was competitive. Carolina proved it belonged in the game, but the defense still had to answer the hardest question in football. Can you close against playoff level defense? And if we go back to that playoff game against the Rams, we showed that we could not, because we couldn't close. Even with the lead, 3.5 minutes left in the game, we just watched Matthew Stafford just walk down the field like it wasn't nothing, and that was ball game. All right. So let's put it in football context. This is not about blaming one player or one coach. This is about situational football. Good defenses can play well for 3 quarters. Trusted defenses get off the field late. They win third down. They tackle in space. They even make the quarterback hold the ball. They communicate under pressure. They do not give up the drive that flips the season. If Carolina wants 2026 to be more than a feel-good step, the defense has to become a closing unit. So here's the debate question I posed to both of you, and Nick, you can go first this time. Is Carolina defense ready to become a closing defense in 2026, or did the playoff loss show that this group still has to prove it in late game moments? What say you?
I think they're ready. I mean, let's just say that one quickly, man. I think they're ready. I think that they made the moves that were necessary to fix the deficiencies that we saw in that playoff game.
Yeah.
The deficiencies that we saw, we were not getting pressure on Matthew Stafford. And if you sit back there and let Matthew Stafford throw the ball, he's going to win the game.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I believe. Yeah.
So, I mean, and not only that, realistically, we had that game won. There was a certain somebody who allowed Puka Nacua to punch a ball out of his hands when he had that ball dead to rights.
Well, that was like a bang
I ain't gonna say no name.
I know what you're talking about. That was like a bang bang play though.
Don't care bang bang play. Listen, I see that ball coming towards me. I don't care if Puka Nacua there or not. I'm gonna catch the ball in Puka Nacua arm. That was the game. You can't honestly say that. Like just like we say, pressure blood spike.
If he would have caught that ball and maintained control, and we would have got, because it was in the end zone, and we would have got the ball back
going out to the 20 at the 20
on the 20. I mean, it's hard to say for sure what the outcome would have been, but when you add, but when you just take into the account what if he would have maintained control of that ball and didn't get it knocked out, we don't know what we would have done on the offensive side of the ball. We just don't know. We just don't know.
I mean, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm just saying at the end of the day, we added the pieces to elevate the team to the next step. I believe that this defense can be a top 10 with the pieces that we added, can be a top 10 defense in the NFL this year. That's my belief. I don't know. They're gonna have to put it on the field, obviously. But at the end of the day, my belief is for what they added, because one of my number one flaws was allowing teams to throw over the middle, because that's what they started. When Puka Nacua when Mike Jack was stopping Puka Nacua from catching the ball on the outside, they sent him across the middle.
Okay.
Literally what they did.
Get back to my question though, Nick. Let me reel you back in now. So is the defense ready to become a closing defense, or they still have to prove it in late game moments? Okay. All right.
I believe so.
What say you? Okay. What say you, Will?
Like Nick said, they got the ingredients to do it. They got to prove it. They have to prove it. I mean, I don't think it's the scheme now. I mean, of course, you couldn't have told me that a season ago. I was dead set against this scheme, but I think that the scheme has proven itself out. I think that you can see deliberately what Dan went in free agency and got, and the reasons why he got it. I think we have what is necessary. Now, of course, we have to prove it this season, but I do think that we will, and I do believe that we're a top. I believe that we have everything we need to be a top 10 defense.
Okay.
And there should be nothing holding them back. Nothing.
What about the money downs? Do you think the 2026 defense can win the money downs? Do you think we are set up on paper right now to win the money downs? Because we this past year we finished 31st on third down efficiency.
Okay, so if it's short distance, I would say that should be something that Devin Lloyd can help with, right? With Derek Brown and Devin Lloyd and Bobby Brown helping on third down, stopping the run. On passing downs, we used to not be able to get pressure, and they would be able to complete a 8-yard pass on a 3rd and 6. But I think that with Jaelan Phillips, if he's able to get pressure, we're able to prevent that from happening. So I think that the third down efficiency is going to go way up this season for those two reasons that I'm pointing out. Being able to stop the run and being able to get pressure if it's a third and distant, because it's an
Right.
obvious passing down on third down. So I'm thinking
Okay.
the
So
efficiency will go up way up.
okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So you expect us not to be at the bottom of the barrel when it comes down to third down efficiency after this year.
Correct. I expect us
Okay,
to at
gotcha.
least be middle of the pack.
Okay. All right. All right. I like that. I like that. I like that. Um do y'all believe that with the pass rush, the coverage, tackling and coaching and where all that meets, does that, how can I say it? Does that make a better defense in your opinion? You know, I guess it's kind of like the defense hitting on all cylinders when everything comes together. And I probably answer my own question because I know that's what we all hope for. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
that's what we all hope for. What if all okay? Let me say it this way: if all those things happen and they are married and they come together, what is the ceiling for the defensive side of the on the defensive side of the ball? Go ahead, Nick. You go first, Nick.
I think we're gonna lead the league in defense if all those things come together. That's just the honest truth, man.
Yeah.
If you're getting pressure, that leads to better opportunities for interceptions, all that stuff, man. So I think that if everything comes together, I believe we will lead the league in defense next year. Everything you just said comes together.
Yeah. What about you, Will?
If
Go ahead and give
everything,
me
if
your
every
delusional take.
exactly, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If all those things come together, divisional round is not out of the art of the possible. NFC championship game is definitely in sight. We will make it out of the
Okay.
wild card round. We will win our division. We will make it out of the wild card round, and all bets is off from there.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me read a couple of these messages before we get out of here. All right. Dino Bravo said, Nick, you can't catch. Damn, Nick, you got brick. You got cinder block hands, Nick. What's happening?
Man, Nick, you catch all kind of strays, man.
Eternal said the defense is our strength of the team. Okay, I believe that right now. I think the defense is ahead of the offense. Eternal also said this scheme gave us two Pro Bowlers back to back. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to take from that. But I mean, you have to be playing good defense, I guess you could say, to have two, maybe three players from that side of the ball go, to the Pro Bowl. So when the defense is sorry, it's like your best players, even though they probably deserving to go to the Pro Bowl, don't even make the Pro Bowl because the team as a whole suck. So there you have it on that. Eternal say y'all might as well say the defense put up points and finish the game. Okay. Eternal also said we're going to count every punt the defense causes this year. You do that, Eternal. I'm putting you in charge of that. I want you to tell me how many punts the defense caused this year, and then keep track of what the opposing offense do after they get the ball. whether they score 6, 3, or punt the ball back to us. Put Eternal to work. Eternal said they on the field a lot. Yeah. Ronnie B said, Ronnie B Young said, Tony, they have to learn how to close. The level of aggressiveness that's needed requires a level of intensity that has to be repetitive. Well said. Well said. Cause I kind of feel that experience only matters if you could turn that into results. Like I said, I love the addition of Jaelan Phillips and Devin Lloyd, but I just don't want to just hang my hat on just the names. I know what those guys can do, but we haven't seen them do it with Ivero in this scheme or for the Panthers yet. And the Panthers cannot just say they learned from that playoff loss. They have to show it. When you go out in free agency and in the draft and you start adding these pieces in hopes that it make you better, then fans' expectations are definitely going to be higher. They're going to want to see the proof. They want to see that the hype that they believed in all off season, you know what I'm saying, matches the product on the field, if you will, if that makes sense. So I get you on that, Ronnie. D-Cash said who on the field a lot. Yeah. Eternal said no, Tony. When I count punts, I'm saying our defense gives our offense the ball. Okay. You know what? I did say that wrong. That was my bad, Eternal. You didn't say that wrong. That was me. Yeah, that was me. My bad. That's called a defensive identity. Thanks, Ronnie. That's called a defensive identity. So listen, y'all. Hey, nobody supported the show today. We've been on here over 2.5 hours. Hopefully, you got good vibes this morning, good content. You enjoyed a good conversation. Show your support, man. Hit that QR code at the top right of the screen and show love to the channel. I'll greatly appreciate that. And I'm gonna drop the link one more time for you, just in case you didn't see it or it slipped your mind. I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's right here. Hit the PayPal. Also, don't forget to where's my link? Go to my Patreon. I'm gonna put that link in the chat next. And check out the content over there on Patreon. That's where I'm going to be doing extensive film breakdown. We're gonna go through the film, whatever you guys want to watch, whether it's pro or college. I got access to college films as well. There's no highlights. These are actual games. My goal is to help Panther Nation become better film watchers so they know exactly what they see when they watch the game. And I think that makes a great conversation for people to have once you go into other platforms. If you're at the cookout or at the game itself, wherever you may be, you can really hold a conversation with another team when you're talking about the Panthers and things that you see. So that's my hope with the Patreon page. So yeah, check that out. Check out the 3 different tiers that I have. The film access and the VIP debate. That the VIP debate is the top tier one. Right now, Will is the only member over there. But being a member of that tier, you get access to all the other the 2 other tiers. But you also get you also will be able to shape how the community is run, because that's where I would take a lot of input from the people that's in the VIP debate. So the topics that we discuss, the polls, what needs to change, all those type of things will go into consideration. But that's where we would have that kind of the discussion about the Patreon page. So the VIP debate is like the boardroom for the Patreon page. And real quick, let me shout out Nick Tri-State. Hey, appreciate that $4.99 super chat. Hey, Nick, whenever you get a chance, because we're getting ready to close the show today. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get you up on the panel, man. Would definitely love to chop it up with you. And again, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for tuning in to the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. All right. Hey, Nick, Nick or Will, y'all got anything before I hit this closing statement?
No, I appreciate you letting me come up, man. I don't have anything else.
My door is always open to you, my brother. What about you, Nick?
Well, just enjoyed the content, man. Enjoyed the content.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So here's my closing. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, I was gonna say, and I will be over at Unk Channel today. I bought some receipts for for the things that they told me I was wrong about. Bought some receipts.
Yeah.
Send them to on Instagram.
Lord.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I might have to tune. I might have to tune in for real.
Y'all just remember this, y'all. United States military is rated #1 in trauma surgery in the United States of America. Number one.
Lord.
Okay.
You gonna bring that up?
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I got some popcorn in the kitchen. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna pull my tea to the side, and I'm just gonna sit back and chill. Yeah. Yeah. So got 3 extra comments. Let me read these comments real quick. Ronnie said, "What's the identity of this defense? Stopping the run, pressure on the QB, defensive backs, stopping the pass." I don't think we really truly have a identity yet. I don't think we have gotten to that point where we have established an identity that we can hang our hat on and say, no matter what, this is who we are. This is what we're going to be. So I think that is still in the making when it comes to that. Nick tries to say, I'm on the clock right now, big dog. Wish I could. Hey, I appreciate it, Nick. I know if you could, you would. So don't do it. Hey, no rush. Whenever you are available, I'll be here. Yeah, it's about time for me to go. I'm really starting to sound crazy. Charlie with the emojis. Gerald Stick said not NFL surgeries. Oh, okay. Y'all, you and Nick, y'all can have that argument on Unk channel. I'm about to get off of here. Yeah. set trips bunch DBs. Okay, set trip bunch. Hey, appreciate you popping into the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. Hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe to both Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk and Carolina Armchair GMCJ channel as well. All right. So Carolina defense earned respect in 2025. That part is fair, but respect is not the same as trust. All right. The Panthers went from being questioned to being competitive. They made the playoff. They showed progress. They gave fans real evidence that the defense was moving in the right direction. But now the standard changes. Now it's not about whether the defense is better. It has to be better. The real question is whether this defense can become dependable when the game is on the line. I want to see pressure. I want to see third down stops. I want to see toughness in the red zone. Show me late game execution. Show me a defense that can close. That is the next step in Carolina. So that's the show for today. Appreciate everybody who pulled up to the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. Drop your answer in the comments because there was a pinned comment earlier in the comments. The question was, do you trust the Panthers defense heading into 2026, or do you still need proof first? All right. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notification bells so you will be alerted for when I go live right now is every Monday through Friday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern time. Don't forget to share with family and friends, and check out the links in the description, especially to the Patreon for extra exclusive content. Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow to put the final argument on the table. Until then, everybody, keep pounding.